Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome back once again to your boy's channel. We already know who it is, back with a brand new video. And I'm out and about right now, so I can't give y'all my usual, little studio setup. Talking about the new Riri Williams IronHeart episode 4 through 6 review. So I'm about to give y'all my car review just because I'm out and I'm busy. So the first thing I want to say about this show was, in my personal opinion, a lot of stuff unexpectedly happened, stuff that kind of, caught me pretty much off guard. But I'm going to give this 4 through 6 episode, honestly, I'm going to say maybe a 7.5 out of 10. I want to say 8.5, but I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. And let me tell you this. This show was something unbelievable, okay? I don't care what people got to say about it. I honestly enjoyed the whole entire 1 through 6 episode. It was a slow burn. I never felt like, oh man, the show is starting to get boring. When is it going to pick up? I enjoyed the show, honestly. So 4 through 6, basically, if you watch the show, you saw what happened. You got Riri out here, pretty much going through it mentally, trying to keep her family and friends safe from the hood and his henchmen because of, her letting John pass and not saving him. Also, we got some backstory being told about John and how he came to get the hood. And surprise, surprise, Mephisto was the guy who gave him the hood and promised him so much, but really it seemed like he was benefiting Mephisto more than it was benefiting the hood. Riri ends up losing her suit because, of course, Ezekiel, aka Joe, ended up getting some crazy powers, and he ends up, taking out Riri's suit. So, of course, she had to go to her family and get a new suit. You also had, just a bunch of stuff going on. I'm trying to think of everything as I'm sitting here talking to y'all, but a lot of it is skipping my mind right now. You also had Riri confronting not John and Joe, but you also had Riri being confronted by the henchmen and having a fight at White Castle to, try and get away. And of course she got into a fight with Ezekiel, which basically put her out. She has a friend that she took a piece of the cloth to because she basically, tricked her mom into taking her to the shop, pretending that she was looking for some sage to kind of get like some positive, juju around her. She basically tricked her mom into taking her to the shop. And surprise, surprise, one of the girls at the shop ended up, using her magic to take them to some type of astral plane where they ended up testing the piece of the cloth that she had. And I was like, when that scene happened, I was like, whoa, hold up. This is completely out of left field here. Didn't expect this to happen. I expected it to, try and stay grounded as much as it possibly could. What else we got to sit here and talk about? Riri, of course, as y'all know, got the hood off of the hood, no pun intended, and ends up, going back downstairs to leave. He ends up talking to Mephisto. Now, I was surprised because she ends up making a deal with him, which I thought this was all kind of like a flash in her mind where, she was trying to see the possibilities. If she made a deal, her deal probably basically be getting her friend back. But it was like, no, she straight up made a deal to get her friend back. And we see these two at the shop. And she was surprised because she thought her friend was the AI. She didn't think that it was the actual real Natalie. And it turns out, nope, this is the real Natalie. She's back. And I was like, holy shit, for real? And then, of course, you saw the lines and everything snaking up her arm the same way it was doing with the hood. So, to me, I felt like it was stupid that she made the deal because at the end of the day, it comes with a price. You know what I'm saying? It comes with a price. And there's no telling what the hood is going to want from her, being that she made this kind of deal. And unfortunately, we may not never know what the future holds going forward with Riri and Mephisto and her friend Natalie, being that this show, I believe, was greenlit back in 2020 or something like that. It was supposed to come out maybe a year or two afterwards, and they officially put it out in 2025. So we really aren't probably gonna know what the deal is when it comes to Mephisto. Marvel might just, skip over it and move forward. But I enjoyed the show. I enjoyed the action. My really only one complaint is that I wish that the season was longer. You know what I'm saying? I wish the season was longer. I wish it was getting us to about a 10 to at least 15, episode instead of doing 6, because it really feels like you have to crunch a lot into that small time frame. But I did enjoy the show. I did enjoy seeing her, interact with her family. I almost forgot we had a moment between her and, I guess the supposed boyfriend. Sorry, I forgot your name, dude. And, he wasn't happy with the fact that she had AI'd his sister into his suit. And then, of course, when she tried to build a new suit and get magic and technology to work as one, it deleted the AI Natalie. And so it deleted the AI Natalie, and, it sucks. But, of course, now she got the real Natalie back, so it's going to be interesting to see how, if we get an explanation. I doubt we will. If we get an explanation going forward, it's going to be interesting to see how all this takes place. So, I did like this show. Like I said, I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. I'm interested to see what you have to say. Point out anything I might have missed. Oh yeah, and by the way, Joe still has beef with Riri. He did tell her as soon as she was trying to save him from having his body taken over by the Hood, that our business is not over and that we still got beef. And so basically, yeah, who knows if we get a continuation. I doubt it, but we'll see. Anyway, post your comments down below. Let me know what you all think. I'll check you in the next video. Thank you all for watching, and I'm out. Peace.